You have your National Geographic hat.
What is it? What is the other catchphrase?
Snakes. Why'd it have to be snakes?
No, like a catchphrase helmet. What is with this flicker? Go away. Oh.
Not even StreamYard is there.
I know, and it's gonna drive me up the wall because I'm pretty sure they can see that flicker. Hey, everybody! Welcome to another edition.
What a way to start the show
of Disney Trivia Live. This would be the show in which my son and I play Disney Trivia.
Actually, we don't play. We host. They play.
Well, I mean,
Disney Trivia Live.
We don't play, but we. Anyway, my name is Disney Trivia.
We don't play. We play
Disney Trivia
Live.
My name is Doobie Mosley, co-founder here at Laughing Place. In other words, this whole Omnimedia corporation that is on the verge of world domination was founded by myself and my wife. This here is my son, Gideon.
Hi.
And we're excited to be playing some trivia with you. But before we get started, we do what we always do right about this time. We say some hello. So let's start with a very confusing one. I checked my watch. It is Tuesday. Gio, what are you doing here? You have a job to do. This is not worth losing your employment over. But so explain yourself or I am going to kick you out so you go to work. Hello, Robert Tucker. Nice to see you. Donna, the pilot. Always nice to see you. Excuse me for slobbering all over the place. The Equalizer's here. Thank you for joining us. Broken Jeremiah, keep me up to date. I know Shohei hit number 27 already. Nathaniel, our new regular. So happy to have you here. Barbara Rock, I know you. Thanks for joining us today. Say hello to I knew it. I don't need help. Say hello to Eric for us.
You said thank you.
Hello, Nathan. I already said hello to you. Get out of here. JJ, don't get out of here unless you should be at work. JJ, how you doing?
Theo explained himself.
They canceled overnight tonight, surprisingly. Okay. Then you are allowed to be here. Hello, Leo Garcia. Are you new here? If not, welcome back. If so, welcome. We're going to play some trivia in just a few minutes. It's a special. Gideon, I talk too much. Why is today special?
Look, it's Baby Yoda.
It is. That's not why it's special.
It's special because we have a special guest.
Baby Yoda?
I mean, it's Mike Celestino. You never know.
We've had
Baby Yoda.
Back when he was still Baby Yoda, before he got so big that he had a name and all that, we actually had him on our show.
Yeah.
And yet that wasn't our most spectacular show ever.
No.
We've had guests that even surpassed it. We had Emperor Palpatine on this show. We had Santa Claus himself on this show. It's been fantastic. But tonight we've just got Mike Celestino.
And the most famous guest of all, accordion Mike Celestino.
I don't have that on video.
Your laugh there was insane. I've only heard you laugh that much one other time. And it was
Steve Harvey, Judge. What is it? Steve Harvey's
Judge Steve Harvey.
Anyway, man, everyone remembers. I almost said Mike. Everyone remembers our superstar guest, procured by our producer, Mike Celestino. All right, folks, we have rules for how to play this game.
We do.
Show them to you.
I'm sure you're ready to play Disney Trivia Live. But before we do, there are a few rules. So, what are we waiting for? Let's go ahead and get right into it. To start, you must play on 2 devices, unless you're on a computer. This is because you need to be able to see the live stream to see the questions, and the trivia program, which is used to answer. Now you'll need to be able to see both the screens at the same time, and there are a few ways of doing that. For example, on a computer this is simple. Just put the 2 windows side by side. It's not hard, but with other devices, you may have to think outside the box. If by yourself, the best bet is watching with some sort of tablet and playing on your phone. But with a lot of people, or if you're doing some weird taco and trivia party with friends, you might want to put us on the big screen of a TV and have everyone play on their phones. Oh, and not the old-fashioned type of phones. Phones that can run websites, like LP Quiz. You need LP Quiz to play the game, because it is how you answer the questions. Now remember, all I know is you have to go to lpquiz.com and type in a PIN. Not that kind. A 4-digit code, which you will use when it's time to play the game. Oh, and by the way, we also have prizes. If luck is on your side, you'll get your very own Disney Trivia Live magnet. There are 2 ways of winning. Way 1, get first place, and way 2, finish in the spot that the wheel, I said wheel, lands on. If you end up finishing in one of those two spots, go ahead and take a screenshot of your screen and send it to trivia@laughingplace.com. Oh, and one more thing. Please don't watch on Facebook. You see, it has a huge lag, which makes it almost impossible to play the game on it. So yeah, don't use Facebook. Well, that's about it. So now it's time for you to sit back, relax, and enjoy the one and only Disney Trivia Live. With Dube and Gideon. Well, we are back, and
we are back. So, normally this is a portion of the show. Hold on one second. Where I tell you we've got two contests today, two contests.
And we do have two contests.
And normally I would then tell you what they are. But today, we're going to let our guest do that. After all, he wrote both of today's contests. So first of all, let me give him his proper introduction, and then we will bring on the one and only Mike Celestino.
Do you feel that there's a lot of upward mobility in the Muppets organization?
Star Wars crochet finger puppets. Wow, real raptor.
I had a Scooter action figure when I was very young, like 4 or 5 years old. A little Scooter action figure, and my dog chewed it all up. Hi everyone, it's Mike Celestino with Laughing Place.
The only thing wrong with that intro is I feel like crying every time I hear about the poor action figure getting chewed by your doggy. So, everybody, this is Mike Celestino, Vice President in charge of Southern California theme parks, Simpsons, Muppets, and Lucasfilm, which includes Indiana Jones here. How you doing, Mike?
I figured out a way to wear my fedora and my headphones at the same time, but it means I can't move my head or neck. Is that going to be a problem?
No problem at all, Andy Cap. We'll get through this.
I think I'm going to lose this, and we'll go back to this.
You really are, Andy Cap. So this is Mike Celestino here. Everyone knows what we look like. Let's give you your proper due here. How can I do this? That's not it.
The one next to it.
This one?
On the other side.
This one? This one. Yeah, that's it. But then do this. There we go. All right. Let's give you the big screen for a while. Mike Celestino showing off his toys here. So you're a big Indiana Jones fan?
I have been a big Indiana Jones fan since I was probably 10 years old. Super into the original trilogy. Kind of grew up on them from that age onward into my adulthood. And super excited for this latest marketing blitz of Indiana Jones.
I know there's a Hasbro thing tomorrow morning. You're going to be watching that, I assume.
That's right. Yes, 8 a.m. Pacific, 11 a.m. Eastern. I'll be tuning in to see what new Indiana Jones toys, likely stuff from the new film, Dial of Destiny, will get announced at this Hasbro fan stream, they call it.
I've heard about this Dial of Destiny thing. That's coming out soon. Have you seen it?
I've seen it. It's coming out Friday. Go and check it out at your local theater.
Does it have the Mike Celestino hearty thumbs up?
I gave it 3.5 out of 5. That's a glowing review. 3.5 out of 5 whip cracks is what I said on the Skywalking Through Neverland podcast I did recorded yesterday, coming later in the week.
You can watch that or listen to that. We love Skywalking. Definitely check Mike out there. You also can check Mike out on his own podcast, Who's the Boss, which he does very regularly on the podcast waves, as well as doing it live right here on this very YouTube channel. But we'll do plenty of promo later, Mike. Right now, let's get to some trivia. What contest did you create for us?
So there's two. How do you do it? Two.
That's perfect.
Okay, 2 contests this evening. The first one is all about the previous 4 Indiana Jones films that you may be familiar with. And then the second one is not about the new movie because people have not seen it yet, but it is about Indiana Jones and the character and the franchise's relationship with the Walt Disney Company.
Wow. That's a Benji level quiz there, Mike. Synergy. Cool. Well, let's, we're going to get to them in just a second, but I feel like there's something special that happens if people win either quiz or get their spot on the loser's wheel. What would that be?
What happens that's special? Oh, you'll get a magnet.
A what?
A maglet. Sorry.
Yeah, we ran out of magnets a long time ago, but you did get a maglet, a little tiny one. So, yeah, that's what you're playing for here, folks. So if you are one of the many people who saw Mike promoting this on his Instagram page or one of his other social medias and thought you were coming here to get something good, we've got bad news for you. All you get is a maglet if you win this thing.
Oh, no. These are great. You can stick them on a car. You can stick them on a refrigerator. You can stick them on a forklift. If you use enough slobber, you can stick it on your forehead.
Now, I know, Mike,
you did that yourself.
You and your lovely wife, Tori, have your fair share of maglets over the years. When you're not hosting here, you're often participating. What have you done with yours?
I want to say that we have at least one of each version of the magnet. Is that correct? Yes. They are on our fridge, and Tori has one on the back of her car.
Really? Oh,
yes.
My goodness. That's so awesome.
She's advertising Disney Trivia Live wherever she goes.
Whoa. I mean, that's up to Mike. I'm sure he's got one or two if he wants to give them away. But
they are already, in fact, getting my extra Marion figure that I have. So I've already promised that to them.
And that is the podcast that he is going to be on talking about this new film. All right, folks. So that's what we're doing. That's what you win. So get yourselves over to lpquiz.com. lpquiz.com. That's lpquiz.com as we prepare to play Disney Trivia Live today. Let's make Mikey a little smaller now.
Can I give a fair warning as we go into this?
Yes.
Some of the questions in both quizzes are easy. Others are not. Just a fair warning. I mixed them in. I put in a couple gimmies here and there. Others are very tricky. But I have a feeling folks like our friend Justin, who's chiming in the chat, our friends over at Skywalking Through Neverland, any big Indiana Jones fan is going to do pretty well at these two quizzes.
Our friend Justin, who just watched all 4 films on Sunday, and has in the past sat in the movie theater for 29 hours. Yikes.
That would be for the Marvel marathon at El Capitan, I believe.
All right, folks, lpquiz.com, lpquiz.com. Get ready to type in the pin. If you went to lpquiz.com, right now there's a big thing in the middle of your phone that says pin. And today's pin is inspired by Indiana Jones, 9364.
And why is this pin inspired by Indiana Jones?
It's not.
Okay.
They wouldn't have known that if you didn't ask the question.
They probably would have.
They would have been wondering, what's this? Looking it up. So Mike Celestino, this is Mike. So you do a lot for us, other than Indiana Jones. On this day, you actually got on your new Lululemon yoga pants and went to Disneyland early, right?
On which day?
Can you not see the screen?
Oh, no, I can't.
That's everything I've got planned today has just been ruined.
Wait. Oh, the little picture there in the top left. Yes, I see it. I'm sorry.
Okay, good.
Yes. So I did not have yoga pants on, but I did go to Disneyland at very, very, very early in the morning to watch cast members doing yoga in front of Sleeping Beauty Castle.
My dream assignment. This is when I'm sad that I don't do LP on the ground stuff anymore. Let's say some hellos out there. Hello, Baby Yoda. Hello, John Cena. Wait. Jay Lee Bean is here. Mr. Jubb. TJ. I just want to make sure this is on up and up for TJ to be playing today.
What's that?
Is it okay for TJ to be playing today?
Oh, she doesn't know any of the questions that I wrote. I wrote them in secret.
All right. TJ is Mike Celestino's wife for uninitiated. Evil Queen is here. Ginny Barra. Old Donna Jones. Old Testament. One of my 2 favorite testaments, by the way. Madam, no offense to people who, never mind. Madam Yoda's here. Los Slimo. Don't know what that means. Are the trio here today? I'm a little worried.
I see I see Madame Leota, One Little Spark.
Is old Uncle Orville having trouble finding his phone? Can someone help him out? Oh, Elka here, Orville. What does that mean?
I have no idea.
What is Elka here, Mike? Is that an indie reference?
Where I don't see it.
The very bottom of the screen, EL-KAHIR.
I want to say is that Sala's last name?
Oh. You know, old Uncle Orville was a personal friend of the original Sala back in the day, so that could be the case.
Okay.
All
Hi,
right.
Grandma. Hi, Grandpa.
And Grandma and Grandpa, nice to see you guys. I hear something today.
Oh, I hear something.
Dun, 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 dun.
Wait. You're forgetting. When we have a guest on, we do it live.
Oh, that's right. What am I doing? Mike, do you hear something?
I hear. Sorry, is this a spin the wheel time?
Yes, it is. Very good.
I hear something.
Spin that wheel. That's all you
Oh, am I supposed to say that? I thought you were going to play
Yeah.
the video. Sorry, I'm very confused.
play the video because it's you have the best spin that wheel video of all time.
Oh,
So we're gonna
great.
play
Oh, yeah, he does.
It's only after.
I don't even know what you were saying because he got you off and out. Really
I was
don't
going
know.
to say it was only applicable for another week and a half because I thought you were going to play the one where I talk about how you keep telling me to cut my hair.
Oh man, anytime now. Anytime now.
But that one is a good one when I'm spinning.
How does
on
it feel when I see that video? How does it feel to have inspired more smiles and laughter than anyone in YouTube history with that video?
Is that true?
I mean, in my opinion, yeah.
Okay.
It makes me so happy.
It brings a great joy to my heart.
I can tell. All right.
I
What is
landed
it?
on 2. That's too high. I'm gonna go with, in honor of Indiana Jones, 21st.
If you finish in first or 21st place, you will win your very own Disney Trivia Live magnet. JJ, our daily seagull. If the boulder on Indiana Jones Adventures worked, that could be a cool spin that wheel.
Wow.
That may be more of a Debbie Downer. That is pretty funny. And yes, that is Sala's last name. And Madame Leota, One Little Spark, is not confident on this game. Indiana Jones is not their thing. And yes, it is like Mike Celestino has never seen this show. But now we understand better what was going on there. All right. We need how many people, Mike, to say they're ready to start this game?
Oh, at least one.
At least one person. Tell us you're ready. And we're going to get started. So the way this will work
Just one person.
is Mike Celestino will read the questions and the choices. Got to put them to work here. Basically, Gideon and I get to take the day off. This is beautiful. Yeah, we got the longer delay on YouTube now for higher quality, so it takes a little longer to get those ready, but there they are. All right.
I feel like that's pretty normal, actually. It really takes a little bit.
Yeah, you're right. All right, Mike, we're going to start today with the poll. Do you know why?
This is to get everybody used to the interface on lpquiz.com and also to get to know our players a little bit better. Which of the previous 4 Indiana Jones movies is your personal favorite? Is it Raiders of the Lost Ark? Is it Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom? Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade? Or 2008's highly acclaimed and well-received Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull?
Your choice, Mike, would be?
If I were playing, I would pick A for Raiders of the Lost Ark.
I would pick... I'm not a big fan of this franchise, but I guess I would go with C. I kind of remember it. I remember loving B, though, when I was young. I'm not sure I've seen A all the way through. Sadly, I have definitely seen D all the way through. Not one of the better experiences of my life.
In my opinion, you can't go wrong with any of those first 3 films.
I have seen A, so I hope you've seen A all the way through.
Oh, that's right. We watched it
yeah,
together.
we probably watched it together.
JJ says Crystal Skull currently has a Rotten Tomatoes rating, better Rotten Tomatoes rating than Dial of Destiny.
I would
Can't
not
wait to
agree
see
with
it.
that.
All right, let's see what our peeps out here said. Yes, Nick, you have been seen. They have said that A and C. I think that's probably pretty predictable, don't you think?
Yeah, I think Raiders tends to be the most popular, but people do really love Last Crusade. It's very funny. It's got Sean Connery, so that's a popular one as well.
And I think anyone that said D is probably 12 years old or under.
Wow, I'm just gonna assault our audience.
It might be our friend Sarah from Skywalking. She's a Crystal Skull fan.
He's the one. Wow. All right, now we're playing for keeps, people.
Okay, here we
Let's
go.
focus on.
Number 1, the real question. Number 1. In what South American country does the opening scene of Raiders of the Lost Ark take place? Is it A, Brazil, B, Colombia, C, Peru, or D, Venezuela?
So this is one of those hard questions Mike was talking about.
Oh, this is a gimme.
Okay, and that's why Doobie is not playing this quiz. Wow, this is considered an easy question, huh?
Relatively. This is probably middle ground.
I predict it's one of these four.
It is one.
I had to translate all this to our system, so I've seen all the answers, and yet I still have no idea. I'm going to guess it's Brazil. Am I right?
Brazil is incorrect.
Loser. So for a medium question, that means about half the people should have gotten it right. Let's see. Half the people got it right. Correct answer was Peru. Half of you got that. Way to go. How did you know? That's crazy.
Well, in the soundtrack, I believe the track is called "The Flight from Peru," so they might know that from there.
Who did the soundtrack again? Was it someone famous?
John Williams would be the composer of the score. That's not a question coming up.
I've heard of that. The guy, yeah, he's pretty famous. All right. After one question, Indiana Geo is in first place, getting 1,033 out of 1,000 points.
Yep.
Followed by Sea Dog, Indiana Smith, got a lot of creative people here, Jedi Tink, and Ian B. the Jones. Hey, Eric. Hey, Barbara. All right. Question number 2.
Here we go.
Time for number 2.
Question number 2. Actor William Hootkins, who plays Major Eaton, as pictured in the photo below, is also known for his Star Wars role as which character? Is he Jack Porkins, Uncle Owen, Unkar Plutt, or J. Chris Tubbs?
Actual Star Wars characters?
These are all actual Star Wars characters.
There is an Unkar Plutt and a J. Chris Tubbs in the Star Wars universe. Wow.
I don't remember who Unkar Plutt is, but I remember that they do actually exist.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know you were a fan.
No, I just know that.
Correct. Oh, not quite time.
Do you even know who any of these characters are?
I know who Porkins and Uncle Owen are. Yes. Uncle Owen is Luke Skywalker's uncle. And Porkins is the guy. Is he like stay on target?
He's an X-Wing pilot, yes. I don't think he says that line. He dies pretty early in the battle of the Death Star battle.
That's why he's called Porkins, because he died. Porkins. Everybody knew that one. Jack Porkins. That was one of the easy ones. Thanks for giving me one to get right, Mike. Let's see what the scoreboard looks like after 2 questions. After 2 questions, Indiana Geo still in first place. Sea Dog in second. Indiana Smith, Jedi Tink, and One Little Spark. Old Uncle Orville, despite his inside baseball name, is way down out of the top 5. His actual name because that would be mean. Question number 3, Mike. You get to read it.
Number 3. I noticed in second place is my friend Christian, who's a big Indy fan.
That's Sea Dog.
Number 3.
Good job, dog.
It's math time. What is the correct height of the Staff of Ra? Is it 72 inches, 60 inches, 58 inches? Is that what that says? Or 1 kadam?
1 kadam. One of these answers not like the other. I can't ask. I'm so curious what a kadam is. I know it's the movie with Shaq in it, right? Was that the one with Shaq was in, Kadam? Checking with my wife. She's ignoring me. Rightly so. Michael Celestino, what is the correct answer?
So they initially think it's 72 inches because it's 6 kadam high, but you have to take back 1 kadam to honor the Hebrew god whose ark this is. So a kadam equals 12 inches. It's now 60 inches tall.
Are you clapping over there, Rebecca, because you got that right? Oh, my goodness. 60 inches, 5 feet, 5 kadam, a certain number of kadams.
Nathaniel saying this one was easy.
After 3 questions.
Might I say, 7 people got that right, 17 got it wrong.
Yes, yes. Indiana Geo is no longer in first place, but Indiana Smith jumped up to first place. Sea Dog just stayed in second. That was your chance to move up, Sea Dog. What happened? Jedi, Tink, and Wolf, and TJ.
Dun, 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 dun.
You should
good.
do a
TJ,
hiss.
dun, dun, dun.
A hiss for snakes.
Oh,
That makes no
TJ
sense.
in 5th place today.
That sounds like your Donald Duck impression.
Jumping up 6 spots, too.
Quite impressive. Actually, have Mike do it.
TJ Meow jumped up 6 spots. Mike?
It's
Yodelay.
anybody's game.
No.
Oh.
Yodelay.
Yodeling. $1.
Okay, that works.
All right.
Where's that Nikki B comment? Has Mike ever actually seen this show?
In fairness, we have kind of stopped doing that bit as much.
Yeah, because we don't have it.
Yeah, we don't have a thing.
We're not prompted by it.
If only you could add that to the program.
Number 4.
Question number 4.
What is the name of the ship captained by Katanga near the end of Raiders? This is one of the tough ones. Is it the Pacific Ghost, the Saharan Queen, the Bantu Wind, or the Coastal Dream?
So you're saying this is a A-level difficulty?
I would say this is one of the tougher questions, yes.
All right, well then I'm going to use my superior process of elimination.
Who wrote the quiz?
I did not
No,
write
you didn't
the
write the quiz. You imported it into.
I have no memory of anything. I am pretty confident that this is going to be based on my just observing this picture and using my powers of process of elimination, that this is the Pacific Ghost.
That answer is incorrect.
Oh, Mike. Dang it. How can it be the Bantu Wind? That's the one that it couldn't be. Bantu's taken.
It's taken.
Isn't that where Galaxy's Edge is?
Oh, that's Batu. That's close.
Oh, I'm such an idiot. Okay. Isn't Bantu what those giant creatures are called in the Star Wars universe?
That's Bantha. Yeah.
All right, fine. The Bantu Wind. The one thing I knew it wasn't. 25% of you got that right. 25% of you were geniuses.
But who were those 25%?
Ooh, let's check out that scoreboard. After 5 questions, Sea Dog has finally found his way up into first place.
Wow, so the entire current top 5 got it right. But who else got it? Oh, EMB the Jones.
Yeah, EMB the Jones. Sea Dog, way to go. Although Indiana Smith is only less than 100 points behind Mike. So what does that mean?
I believe it's anybody's game.
Thank you, Mike.
You're welcome.
You've seen this show before. Daniel, keep them going strong at 3 wrong, not Zach.
Question number 5. According to Lao She, Nurhaci was the first emperor of which Chinese dynasty? Was it the Jin dynasty, the Shun dynasty, the Manchu dynasty, or the Ming dynasty?
I thought it was the Joan Collins dynasty when I heard this question, but apparently I was wrong about that. So glad it's multiple choice. Is this another one of those super hard questions, Mike?
I would say this is not hard because it's in the dialogue of the movie, and anybody who's seen this movie multiple times probably remembers this line.
Rebecca, you feeling good about this one? Okay.
It's also from Temple of Doom, which I feel like has been, in my experience, it's the least seen of the original trilogy.
JJ, welcome home, old boy. Does that somehow relate to this movie?
That would be the following line of dialogue after the one that I'm talking about. Yeah.
We need to have a Mike JJ contest.
Play for your job thing.
Yeah, I said JJ doesn't work here.
That's true. Matter.
Much safer for him. Manchu is the correct answer. How does that line of dialogue go, Mike?
The Urn of Nurhaci, first emperor of Manchu dynasty. That's pretty much it.
Piece of cake for some of you nerds.
9 specifically.
Sea Dog still in first place. Indy Smith in second. Staying so close. Oh, old Uncle Orville has managed to get up into third place, drawing on his firsthand memory of the events in question. Los Slimo and Indiana Geo.
He was an extra in that movie, I'm pretty sure.
Extra. He was like the cinematographer. All right.
Actually, pretty sure he's extra in a lot of movies with Kyle.
Here's an extra. And everybody.
He was an extra in Super 8.
Did you watch this morning?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Some today.
Multi-select.
Oh, this is a multi-select, number 6.
Oh.
So you got to click all that apply and click submit. That's how multi-select works. Which of these dishes are served in the banquet at Pankot Palace? You've got chilled monkey brains, eyeball soup, deviled bat, and snake surprise. It could be one of them. It could be 2 of them. It could be 3 of them. It could be all 4 of them. Click all that apply. Click submit.
I don't care which ones of them they are. We are not eating here tonight, honey. This is some disgusting. So, if you had to try one of these 4 dishes, Mike, which one would it be?
Probably the safest bet is probably the eyeball soup.
What?
But you don't know where. I guess you don't know which creature the eyeball came from. If it,
I think,
might be a human.
I thought the safest was the deviled bat. I mean, we eat birds anyway, and a bat is almost a bird. We eat birds, we eat mammals.
Didn't an entire pandemic start from people eating bats?
All right. Shouldn't have gone down that road. We're going to stop there.
Okay.
Forgot about that small little detail. All right. Moving right along. The correct answers are.
The correct answers were A, B, and D. C is not present.
Yet you chose to put it in the quiz anyway.
I did. I made it up. I invented it. It's not really in the movie. All the others are indeed in the movie.
Filled monkey brains.
Geo, you're wrong. There's no alcohol in any of these options.
Wow. You pick it. Poor Epcot sitting around watching our show. After 6 questions, we now have Sea Dog still in first place. Indiana Smith still in second. In fact, the top 5 have not changed, although there's a little bit of movement within it. Yes, Uncle Orville. It's okay. We know you need the big print to be able to see. Question number 7.
Number 7. Here we go. Which of the 4 original Ghostbusters actors has a speaking role in an Indiana Jones film? Was it Harold Ramis, Ernie Hudson, Bill Murray, or Dan Aykroyd?
This one I know because I do remember because I'm like, well, this is interesting, and I paid attention to who this is. Rebecca, based on your comment, you are surprised by this? Yes. Here, I'll give you a hint in a second.
You can't give me much of a hint because
he also has a speaking role in one of my favorite films of all time, more or less, Driving Miss Daisy. What?
I haven't seen them.
Oh, but you know these 4 actors. That's all you need to know are the actors.
It doesn't help me that I can't think of the movie. You know.
Correct answer is Dan Aykroyd.
Yes,
Is it
he
like
plays the role of R. Weber in Temple of Doom. He's the man who gives them the airplane to take off at the airport when they're leaving Shanghai.
And
I was really out on that one.
is there like really fun music playing while he's driving around the airplane with his buddy John Belushi? Anyway, Blues Brothers reference. Have you ever seen Blues Brothers, Mike?
Yeah, Blues Brothers is fun. It's a little long, but it's fun.
I've never seen that film. It's a little crazy. Sea Dog, first place. This has really come down to these 5 people. I can look at this full scoreboard, and number 6 is way off the lead. So it's all up to you guys.
It's anybody's game as long as you're in the top 5.
Exactly.
Then again, 7 questions to go. Really is anybody's game.
Yeah, you're right.
Anything can happen.
Anything can and will happen.
Number 8. What is the artifact being fought over at the beginning of Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade? Is it the Cross of Coronado, the Spear of Socrates, the Dagger of Da Gama, or the Crucifix of Charlemagne?
Have I ever told you, Gideon, how much I hate stuff like this just being made up? That's not, especially in fantasy movies, that just drives me crazy.
Oh.
The blah 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 of blah blah blah. We must capture blah 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 before the whole world ends. We got to get our blah 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 blah. Sorry.
Ah, yes, I love the blue.
You're my son. You understand. It means nothing. It could have just easily been, we need to capture the yellow bucket of the brown fence. The exact same thing.
No, it's not.
Exact same thing.
Most cases it would be. The yellow bucket of the brown fence is very different.
Mike, what do they need to capture so earnestly?
What's the question? Sorry.
What do they need to capture?
Oh, it's the Cross of
Or-
Coronado. That was another very easy one in my opinion.
14 people agree with you. Probably less than that. Some of them guessed, I'm sure. Mike, once again, overestimating our audience.
No, I clicked the wrong answer.
Oh, look at old Uncle Orville trying to climb up. But right now it's Sea Dog and Indiana Smith battling it out. Both with 8 questions right. Sea Dog's just a little bit faster. Indiana Smith, work out those fingers. You can still catch. Question number 9.
Okay, number 9.
Good. Or fine, I guess we're right.
At what university is Indy teaching in Last Crusade? Is it Marshall College, Barnett College, Hamilton College, or Kennedy College? I consider this one of the trickier ones.
Now, I saw this movie. He wasn't rapping, so I don't think it was Hamilton College. How old is Indy in this picture? He's pretty young.
Well, Last Crusade was 89, so Harrison Ford was probably around 40.
I wish I looked like that when I was 40. I wish I looked like that when I was 20. Any point in my life, I would have settled for looking like that, frankly. Whoa, JJ declaring trick question. Okay, I need to hear more about that in a moment. That moment has arrived. Oh, the pick was from Raiders, though, according to JJ.
That very well could be.
Okay, what is the answer and what's the trick?
Okay, so Barnett College is the correct answer. Marshall College is the name of the college he's teaching at in Raiders and in Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. For whatever reason, he switches schools between movies. They don't really talk about why.
Oh, so he said something wrong and got fired and had to go find another job. Or, so Madeline Leota predicted she would get 0 points in this quiz. So Uncle Orville would like to point out that she does not have 0 points like she thought she would. And then she says, Marshall has teased me for guessing B on every answer. This time, I decided to go with A. That's pretty funny. And yes, a trick question. He switched schools. That's just cool. After 9 questions, no change in the top. Although Sea Dog got that right, Indiana Smith got that wrong. So the lead has widened. Wide lead.
I don't know if I would have known that one off the top of my head either, so I don't blame you, Justin.
You're not playing. Play for your job. Question number 10.
All right, number 10. What present-day city is built on the ruins of Alexandretta? Is it Cairo, Iskenderun, Istanbul, or Beirut?
Yeah, I thought it was going to be Arendelle. So I'm glad it's multiple choice. Oh, Kyle is now up to 2 correct answers. Way to go, Kyle. This is hard. You're can't say. Never mind.
And then again, Sea Dog is out there with 9 questions correct.
But that's 9 out of 10, huh? That's really 9. Wait, that's 9 out of 9. Sea Dog has gotten them all right.
He's a big indie fan.
But you make your
Doesn't surprise me. He will probably not do as well on the parks part of the next quiz.
That is so impressive. Yes, the next one is about Disney parks, Indiana Jones in the parks and other places company-wide. The answer, Mike?
That would be Iskenderun, which is the city where Marcus Brody meets up with Sala in Last Crusade.
So Alexandretta became, say it again?
Iskenderun.
But Iskenderun is Constantinople now,
No,
right?
Istanbul was Constantinople.
Oh, dang, I was so close. Your favorite, one of your favorite bands, right?
Yes, and that song is actually a cover, surprisingly, not original to They Might Be Giants, but a famous cover of theirs.
I think it's originally Weird Al Yankovic.
The original artist was called the Four Lads. It was a novelty song from, I think, the 50s or 60s.
T-I-L. Probably not. I'm sure I learned it before, but I learned it again today. Sea Dog still with the perfect score. So now this is all about Sea Dog getting a perfect score. You got 4 questions left, Sea Dog. You're clearly going to win this. Winning is not enough. We need you to get a perfect score to show your Indiana Jones abilities. No choking allowed. We will be very, very disappointed if you don't pull this off.
Okay,
Question
number 11. What word must Indy spell in Latin to overcome the booby traps leading to the Holy Grail? Is it penitent, illumination, carpenter, or Jehovah?
Vidi, Vici, Vibi. Very well. Do you know Latin at all, Mike?
I took Latin somewhere. Was it college or high school? for a semester, and I don't think I did very well. It must have been high school. I didn't, because I remember like Coway Canem or whatever was Beware of Dog, but I don't remember much else.
What prompted you to want to take Latin?
I don't remember. I think probably Indiana Jones.
Okay, perfect sense. And the Latin he had to spell was?
It's Jehovah, the word of God, the name of God, but in Latin, Jehovah begins with an I.
Cool. Hey, people got that one. 50%. That's pretty good. For this
I considered that a fairly easy one.
Is this the real reason you took Latin, Mike?
Yeah.
Hey, baby, come over here. Let me talk Latin in your ear. True story. That's how I met Rebecca.
No, you better make this year on Main Street.
Yeah, that's it. But I ditched her in Latin. Hey, Nikki B got one right. She's apparently a Latin expert as well. Sea Dog got that right, of course. It was an easy one. Sea Dog, only 3 left. Don't choke.
I'm trying to remember what questions are left and if they might be a stumper for Christian.
Question 12.
Number 12. In Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, we learn that the Ark of the Covenant is being kept in what American state? Nevada, Virginia, New York, or California?
I think I may know this one. Is this one of the easy ones, Mike?
If you've seen the movie, it's very easy.
I think I may know this one.
Yeah.
Oh, and all of a sudden, I'm glad I saw the film. Mike, can you tell I stretch? Mike, can you tell I stretched the graphic at the bottom to make it fit in the space?
Oh, the logo?
Yeah, we're a little bit stretched.
I wouldn't have noticed it, but now you say it. Yeah, I see it.
Kyle says this is the first one where he's not guessing. Let's see if he's right or wrong. I'm pretty confident on this one. It was Area 51, Nevada.
That's correct, yes. Or as they called it in the movie, Hangar 51.
Oh, did they really? I was just putting that part in for fun.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Please. Sea Dog got this wrong. Please. That would make me smarter than Sea Dog. That's how it works. Yes. Yes. Sea Dog got it right. Way out in front.
A
2
streak of
questions
12.
left.
12
Yes.
correct answers and 12 questions in.
So, Mike, would you have predicted that someone would get every one of these right?
Honestly, if I had to guess who, it would have been my friend Christian, who's a really, really big indie fan. But I would say also these last 2 questions, there's 2 left, right? The last 2 questions are also Kingdom of the Crystal Skull related, which I think is definitely the one he's seen the least. So we'll see. We'll see.
He's only seen it 12 times instead of 22 like all the rest. Good luck, Christian. See if you can overcome that. 13.
Question number 13. Lucky 13. Here we go. We know Indy is named after the dog, but what dog-like nickname does his son have? Is it Pooch, Hound, Mutt, or Pup?
TIL. Indy is named after the dog. Shia LaBeouf. Good addition to the Indy universe?
Not a big fan of him as an actor, I can't say.
JJ says this is easy peasy.
This is an easy one. Again, if you've seen the movie, if you're familiar at all with Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, you know the answer to this one.
Again, this one's crisscross applesauce. I associate that with easy peasy lemon squishy. Crisscross applesauce. You get what you like. You like what
You don't call something crisscross applesauce.
What is it? You get what you get and you don't throw a fit?
Yes.
Yeah.
Or as I've heard it some ways, you get what you get and you don't get upset.
That barely rhymes.
No, it rhymes better, but it sounds worse.
Okay.
Getting upset rhyme more than getting fit.
Getting fit.
Getting fit.
Getting fit. Getting fit.
That's
Going
what
to the gym. Sorry, back to you, Mike.
That's what you're doing. Getting fit.
And almost everybody got that right. Or is that a magic question? I can't tell.
No, not magic. Not magic.
Okay. Mutt was the answer.
With each the wrong answers.
Yeah, 19 people got that. Mutt was the answer. Shia the Mutt. And Sea-Dog, of course, got that right. Sea-Dog, you are one question away from the rare. Really? I'm sure you're not a regular here, Sea-Dog. It's rare for someone to get all of them right.
On a Mike Celestino quiz.
Yeah, it has happened that someone has gotten all of them right up to the last question and choked away on the last question. No pressure. So, question number 14.
Here we go.
Here we go. I'm trying to remember what this one is. Number 14. Here we go. Kingdom of the Crystal Skull pays homage to young Indiana Jones by including a reference to what historical figure? Was it Al Capone, Franz Kafka, Theodore Roosevelt, or Pancho Villa?
Of the four of these people, Mike, which one would you most like to have dinner with?
Oh boy, great question. I mean, Kafka is the artist of these four, and I tend to be more interested in those types of figures. But I mean, how would you turn down Al Capone? That would be a very interesting dinner. He'd probably hit you in the back of the head with a bat.
So I'm going.
You've been close enough to Capone's. You've been to Capone's.
I want to choose C because I want to show him my shirt here and say, look what your legacy is, Mr. Roosevelt.
I'm also wearing a Roosevelt shirt, and I made that connection.
I am wearing a 40 Years of Adventure shirt.
All right. Did Sea-Dog get the perfect score?
Oh, it's more on brand than yours.
Robert Tucker Roosevelt.
Pancho Villa is correct. Although all four of those historical figures appear in the Young Indiana Jones Chronicles.
Let's check out the top three, the podium. Gideon, read the podium.
Okay, I guess I'm reading the podium. And third place. I'm not even gonna try to read that. In second place, Indiana Smith. And in first place, we have
Wow,
getting every single question correct. And now let's go ahead and see who got 21st. 21st, Madam Leota. Congratulations, Madam Leota. This is your maglet. No, it's not. Give you a different one, but it's gonna look exactly like this one.
Mike,
very proud of Christian for getting every question correct.
Is Christian an adult?
He is my age, yes.
Okay, so Christian and
whether or not that's an adult, Mike does not know, but Christian is Mike's age.
Christian and Madam Leota, right? Trivia at laughingplace.com for your free maglet. I can't believe Madam Leota is a winner here, getting 2 questions right. This picture, by the way, Mike Celestino, what are you doing in this picture? You look pretty happy.
That was me at the Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny premiere, which I attended with my guest, Christian, who is the winner of today's.
Really? That's who Christian is. I've seen his picture amongst you. That's pretty awesome. Pretty awesome, Christian. Congratulations. Trivia at laughingplace.com. We will prepare for quiz number 2. Get yourselves right back over to lpquiz.com. This next one for you theme park fans will be a little bit more up your alley.
Sorry, Justin. Sorry. I knew that was a tricky one. I also would have struggled with that one, so don't feel too bad.
If Mike would have struggled, it must be so tough.
I came up with pretty much that entire quiz off the top of my head, but I had to look up that college one to make sure.
That is impressive, Mike. That is really impressive.
This might be the best photo you've ever had for a quiz.
I agree. Mike, we'll see you in a moment. Schnebs! This is not a good day to be late when Mike Celestino is guest hosting.
Movies and this one. Maybe.
A little more up his alley.
So this next quiz is called Disneyana Jones, and I thought I was pretty clever with coming up with that name.
You were, Mike. As you always are with trivia in your name. So get yourselves once again to lpquiz.com, lpquiz.com. Man, never forget to renew that domain. It has one job, to redirect you to the actual URL, which is very long. So go to lpquiz.com.
You know what? I'm rooting for Justin. I think Justin's got this one.
Are you?
Yeah.
Hey, Mike plays favors. Good to know. Good to know. lpquiz.com, and our pin is 9585. Come on in. Let's play some trivia and see if you win. Mike Celestino, can you see this picture? You look so incredibly happy. Do you remember what you were doing there?
That's me on the front row of Tron Light Cycle Run at Magic Kingdom like 3 weeks ago.
What, right?
Flash Run. He's a
Light Cycle /run.
/ Ooh. So you took a trip to Disney World recently, a solo trip. Did you have a good time?
I had a blast. Honestly, like I was telling my wife, I miss Animal Kingdom because I spent some time just wandering around Animal Kingdom and looking at all the very amazing details and landscaping. I'm just so every time I go to that park, I'm more and more impressed by it. And I just kind of want to live there.
All right, you're the one. And I'm just kidding. Animal Kingdom is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful park. I'm a big fan. All right, who's playing today? We got Dayton, Ohio. Okay, that's really funny. Not quite as powerful a name as Indiana. Wilderness Park, Disney Donna Jones, Indiana Neighbor, Scott here, Figment, Evil Queen, USC. Grandma and Grandpa are here. Alka, Eric and Barbara returned. Anna Jones, people like to play on that Indiana, don't they?
Indiana Geo.
Sala speaking, TJ. Ginny Barr is here. Indiana Smith, Sea Dog, Mr. Job. Where's the trio? No trio.
We got Rolling Boulder.
Minnesota Schnee.
Oh, we got one little spark.
Where's Matt? Oh, Matt Leota's just going to take her magnet and go home. Like, I already won today. I don't need to play again.
So I want to clarify. A lot of this quiz is about Disney parks and Indiana Jones, but it also near the end switches over to other Disney-owned properties in relation to Indiana Jones. So be prepared for both things.
I think Gideon hears something. Has he found what he hears yet?
I'm not sure. I hear. Oh wait, I think I know what I hear because it was just so good the first time. Yeah, Donna, exactly. Where's Bobson Jones?
Where is Bobson? I'm very disappointed Bobson's not here today.
There's no Bobson.
Bobson, where's Bobson? Gideon, spin that wheel.
Oh, that was those favorite wheels. Looks like landed on knife. Kind of.
All right, so if you finish in first or ninth,
Hey, there's old Uncle Orville.
back to adult self.
Still no Emily though.
You'll win your very own Disney Trivia Live maglet. Let's get started. We're going to start with a poll.
Wow. Here's how you know Mike has connections. He was able to get one of his first. He was able to get his first guest into this contest.
Thank you. Still a lot.
They give you to take a Bobson shot.
I know. You've only been at like the past 5 contests.
Or you could say Indiana Dugnut.
All right, our poll for this second quiz. What is your favorite Indiana Jones attraction at a Disney theme park? Is it the Indy Stunt Spectacular, shortened from what I originally wrote, but I understand why. Indiana Jones Adventure, which is the one here at Disneyland. Temple of the Crystal Skull, which is at Tokyo Disney Sea. Temple du Peril, which is at Disneyland Paris.
Sorry, I had to shorten your answers to get them to fit in our little space. And this picture here. What big stuff is happening on Friday, Mike?
Yeah, this Friday I'll be at Disneyland, and we will get, for the first time in a little while, we'll be seeing the official Indiana Jones character in Adventureland in some context. We don't quite know what yet. What he'll be doing, if he'll be meeting, if he'll be roaming.
Be using his whip on people who are trying to run through the park. We don't know, but we'll find out.
Yeah, why pay for security? You could just have a guy in Indiana Jones costume with a whip just anytime. So.
Gideon, your choice here would be?
Probably B.
Mike, your choice would be?
Between A and B, I really like that Stunt Spectacular. I got to see it again a couple weeks ago, but the problem with Indiana Jones Adventure at Disneyland is too many things have broken and are still not fixed. But if it were running, if we were 100% up and running, I would go with B.
Definitely go with B, even in the sorry state it's often in. It's still better than the stunt show. Which is funny because Mike famously is not a fan of shows.
Yeah, but that's a good one.
So famous they didn't know.
Good.
So you guys, of course, chose Indiana Jones Adventure. C is not all that different. I just think people probably haven't ridden it. And what I hear, D is a pretty bad coaster. All right, let's get started. Mike Celestino, question number 1.
Question number 1. What location from Raiders was recreated for the Great Movie Ride at Walt Disney World? Was it the Peruvian Temple, the Map Room, the Well of Souls, or the Cairo Marketplace?
Did you do the photos?
No, these are all from Mike.
I picked the photos.
One thing, never touch Mike's stuff.
I'm going to complain to you for picking this photo again, but if it was someone else, then it's okay.
That's a good question, Donna. Has anyone here ever actually been in the Indy show in Florida? Have you, Mike?
No, and I was surprised to find when I went and saw it a few weeks ago that they don't take volunteers anymore.
Yeah, I hope they bring that back at some point. That is kind of the point of the show. I don't know what that is. All right. The correct answer here, guys, is...
I know what it is.
Now you know what he's saying? Oh. This is... Never mind. Mike didn't notice. Don't say anything.
Wait,
I
what?
didn't say anything. It's a template.
Yeah.
Not temple.
So I started copying and pasting, but I think like the first two I retyped, and this is why I don't retype.
Oh, you typed template? Template.
Yeah. I mean, you say tomato, I say tomato. Yeah.
The answer is the Well of the Souls, which is where they find the Ark of the Covenant.
AJ points out, this was so cool. Did you happen to see him at the premiere, the Indiana Jones Stunt Spectacular performer that got invited?
I may have seen him, but I didn't recognize him. But it was cool to see him in the photos afterwards that we, I saw somebody wrote that up on our site, which is how I learned about it.
Oh, you read Laughing Place?
Yeah, sometimes.
It's a good site. Good site. That Mike C guy, he's a great writer. I like him. Indiana Geo in first place, just like he started off the last game. I have a feeling he's going to stay closer to the top.
Oh, but Indiana Smith closing in second. And Dayton, Ohio Jones in third place.
Minnesota Schnebs, though, right there. It's
Rolling Boulder ruining the fun.
Where's Newark Nathaniel? And question number 2.
That's cool. He's going on Jeff DePauli's Disney Coast to
Oh,
Coast podcast.
Where's Washington Nugget?
Really cool. Wow.
Number 2. The Indiana Jones Epic Stunt Spectacular at Disney's Hollywood Studios contains scenes drawn entirely from which film? Raiders of the Lost Ark, Temple of Doom, Last Crusade, or Kingdom of the Crystal Skull?
Oh, no. I must know this.
You don't know this.
Don't overthink it, Doobie. Don't overthink it. This is one of the easy ones, right?
If you've seen the show, it's very easy. If you're familiar with the movies and have seen the show, I guess. Yeah.
Okay. I'm not overthinking it, Gideon.
How did you not immediately go, this is the easiest thing I've ever read? I know you've seen the movie, and I know you've seen the show.
The movies all look alike, kind of. I guess the Rolling Boulder is only in one of them. You know why? Because I'm a genius.
Come on, genius.
Are you have all of this for yourself?
I forgot I had them in the whole first quiz. The correct answer here better be Raiders of the Lost Ark.
That is correct.
Genius.
Almost everybody got that.
Nearly magic. All right, they're going to get harder, folks. Nice work. Don't get cocky. That's Harrison. That's Indiana Jones, right?
That would be from Star Wars, and it is a line spoken by Harrison Ford as Han Solo.
Okay.
Which line?
Nice shooting, kid. Don't get cocky.
Great kid. Don't get cocky. Yeah.
The Jurassic Park fan says that indie movies all look alike.
I feel like JJ's picking on me there. All right, Indiana Geo still in first place.
Indiana Smith still
Ohio.
Dayton, Ohio Jones in third place. Minnesota Schna in fifth, and TJ Whip Sound in fourth.
TJ Whip Sound, very good. Yeah.
Trust me.
First to number 3.
I just play that.
I can't figure out how to do it organically, so I'm just going to get them in.
That's not how that works.
Number 3. Who provided the voice of Sala in the Indiana Jones adventure at Disneyland? Was it John Rhys Davies, Mark Silverman, Corey Burton, or Bob Joles?
What I was saying, you don't just shoehorn in the clips whenever you like. You're gonna have a breaking news segment. You don't first find the breaking news bumper. You use the bumper to interrupt for the breaking news.
Okay, I think I see what you're saying there. So I can't do it in the middle of a quiz, in the middle of a question. Much bumping is happening, but we are losing nobody. Something like that.
I even think that line's still in the pre-show.
Is it not?
I don't think so.
That's like the best line.
I think that was what they got.
If they remove that line,
This is intolerable!
Yes, that's much better. Not great, but it's much better.
Gio considers this a trick. First he says crud, and then he says trick question.
I
What
will
is he
say,
talking about?
when I learned the answer to this question, I was floored, absolutely floored, that it was not John Rhys Davies, the original actor who played Sala, but voice actor Bob Joles. I saw him at a Disney Voices of the Disney Parks panel at D23 Expo. He did it live on stage. He does an immaculate, perfect impression of Sala. It's unbelievable that it's not really him.
But we see him in the film.
It's actually John Rhys Davies in the images. It is not him in the voiceover.
Wow. That is crazy, Mike. Crazy.
Look, everybody's here's going wow, and I'm just like, pretty neat.
Next thing you're going to tell me is even though we see Rod Serling, that's not his voice in Tower of Terror.
I dropped a little nod to that in the answers to this trivia question.
Oh, Mark Serling.
Yeah.
Good. Gideon knew that. I didn't even know that. Yeah.
Corey Burton's done like everything, I'm pretty sure.
And look who's watching.
Oh no.
AKA Bill. Technically, AKA Bill Green from Big City Greens.
What was that first one?
I can't do it without saying
You can. That one was not anything like.
Yeah, Gio once knew that apparently. That is a great, great little piece of thing. This whole life of mine is now worth it just for knowing that nugget. Yeah, okay. After 3 questions, Bob Joles of the Indiana Joels. We have Gio falling out of first place because he got that wrong.
Look at that. Justin got it.
Go Justin. Dayton, TJ, and Schnebby rounding out the top 5.
Come on, genius.
We only have 3 of those.
You haven't even used one of them yet.
Yeah, I have. Here, I'll give the other one again. Not now.
Oh wait, no, you
Question
haven't.
number 4. Indiana Jones et le Temple du Péril, not going to say it right, opened in what year at Disneyland Paris? Was it 91, 92, 93, or 94? Guess your best answer to this one.
Indiana Jones et le Temple du Péril opened in what year? Mike Celestino, your pronunciation was chef's kiss.
No. Bad.
But chef's kiss.
Why are you booing
No.
over there?
Your question where every answer is only a year different.
Yeah.
If only
what
he
it
had done it
says.
with months.
Oh, Donna has a question. What is the spin number?
Spin number is for this quiz in 9th place.
Nice, Donna. Thank you for keeping track of that for us. So right now, that would be that person right there in 9th place.
Mm-hmm.
But this answer is, it can't be 91 because the park wasn't open yet. I'm going to say 94.
I believe it was 93. I don't like that question. Just I had to have a question about that attraction. I couldn't come up with anything else. So there you have it. A lot of people got it though.
The correct pronunciation is Perio. Mike did not like his own question.
It's because it's in Paris and it's a real coaster, so it's Paris.
You know, I've been to Disneyland Paris twice, and both times that ride was under refurbishment.
Wow.
Wait, let me guess. If you've been to Disney parks outside the U.S.
Twice. Either one for LP?
Both for LP.
Oh, man. We treat you guys really, really well.
And those trips were within 6 weeks of each other.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh, my.
Was it 2 separate refurbishments or one long refurbishment?
No, it was the same refurbishment.
That would be funny. You've also been to London for LP. Have you been to any place else fun like that? Antarctica?
I mean, theoretically, I'll be in Tokyo in a couple years for LP, but
Theoretically, you planning on leaving us or something?
Barring any unforeseen tragedy.
I mean, theoretically sounds a little bit too. We need you, Mike. Okay?
We don't say theoretically there'll be a show next Saturday.
I
There
know.
could still be an unforeseen tragedy.
Theoretically, I'll wake up tomorrow.
Theoretically, we won't lose power right now.
Okay, that's happened. I guess one day. Never mind. Let's move on. After 4
I have it
questions,
one time.
we go to question 5.
Justin's still in the lead. Number 5. Indiana Jones Adventure Temple of the Crystal Skull is located in what area of Tokyo Disney Sea? Which land? The Arabian coast, the Lost River Delta, the mysterious island, or the Port Discovery?
Pretty good facade.
I know this question. Even more importantly, I know this answer.
This is a better question than the previous, in my opinion.
Have you been to Tokyo Disney Sea, Michael?
I've not, but as soon as I land, as soon as my plane lands in Tokyo, I'm heading right there.
You want to see that fireball? That fireball coming right. Yeah, no. My plane will take off theoretically. We'll land. Yeah, it does look a lot like the Mexico Pavilion, doesn't it?
The inside.
If you look closely, you can see a drunk guy climbing.
Which port? Sorry, Barbara. Yes, you're right.
Wow.
Now, just a minute.
Not even for Tony. Barbara. Technically, Mike, they're called ports. They're not called lands.
That's the Tony voice.
I know, but it's also the technically voice. It was a good catch.
Be a different.
It was a good catch.
Want to go and splash around?
Make that mistake after you've been there.
All right. The correct answer here is the Lost River Delta, right?
I believe that is correct.
All right. I'm on a roll like butter. 1 in a row.
You're on a roll like butter. You're on a roll like that little slippery stick.
Have you never heard that
roll
phrase? No.
Use something that rolls.
You put butter on a roll. Like I'm like butter. I'm on a roll.
Oh, okay.
That's a hip phrase. See, I know why you didn't get that. That's a really hip phrase.
I think it's quite the opposite, actually. That's why I didn't get it.
Smith, Geo, TJ, Rolling Boulder, and Dayton are in the top 5.
No. You got to read the beginning part. So you have Dayton, Rolling, TJ, Indiana, and Indiana.
Yeah, that's helpful. By the way, Indiana Smith, 5 out of 5. The
Nice.
perfect score watch is on. Don't choke. Theoretically, you could get a perfect score. Question number 6.
Number 6. What was the name of the short-lived interactive Indiana Jones show performed at Disneyland during the summer of 2008? Was it Indiana Jones and the Secret of the Stone Tiger, Indiana Jones and the Mystery of the Sphinx, Indiana Jones and the Shrine of the Sea Devil, Indiana Jones and the Iron Phoenix?
The Indiana Jones and the Yellow Bucket of Doom? Was it Indiana Jones and the Blue Towel of Destiny? Indiana Jones and the Orange Sweater of Forbidden Times.
And now on a shirt that says Indiana Jones and the Sweater of Forbidden Times.
Forbidden Times, yes.
And it needs to be a yellow sweater.
You heard the phrase "cooler than the other side of the pillow"?
No, it is funny because that phrase is not what the phrase is.
Cool. Well, no, Kyle got it wrong. It's cooler than the other side of the pillow.
Indiana,
And the leftover sentence.
Indiana Jones has magical creatures motorbike adventure.
I don't know this answer. This does not ring a bell to me at all, Mike. Help us out.
I did not get the opportunity to see this that year. I think I was back home with my mom.
I guess.
That summer.
You know, I have this guess. Tiger right there looks like it's made out of stone.
So the reason it's called Indiana Jones and the Secret of the Stone Tiger is because they used the tiger from Aladdin's Oasis, which is where the show took place, as the main backdrop. In fact, I had to search for a picture that didn't include that stone tiger to give it away.
You nailed it, Mike. Kyle, all right. Wow, 2008. Oh, I guess I was in Florida then, so I wasn't quite as hip on the West Coast. Only 8 people got that one right.
Trust me.
Okay. Only 8 people got that one right.
This is intolerable!
Indiana Jones and the Cave of Wonders.
Oh, wow. Jim Hill did something on this on the dish, and yet Gio still got it wrong.
Indiana Jones and the
Ooh.
Magical Genie Lamp.
We have it's just in. TJ has come up all the way to second place and is within snake striking distance of Indiana Smith. It is anybody's game. JJ, the pressure is on you to remain perfect because TJ is right behind you. Don't look back.
Indiana Jones and the Disney Trivia Live Magnet.
Orange Destiny.
All right. Number 7 is a multi-select. You know how this works. Pick as many answers as apply. Which of these artifacts are physically present in Jock Lindsay's hangar bar at Disney Springs? The Idol of Fertility, the Ark of the Covenant, the voodoo dolls from the Temple of Doom, and the Holy Grail. It may be one of them. It may be all of them. It may be just 2 or 3. Select all that apply and click submit. They have to be physically present, not just in a photo or a drawing. They have to be physically present in the bar.
I have a question, Mike. Does it count if it's just a photo or drawing?
It does not count if it's a photo or a drawing physically present in Jock Lindsay's hangar bar.
The Idol of Fertility. Now, I know that can't be one of them because that was over at Yak and Yeti, and that's why you exist today. All right, let's find out the answer. I just hit my leg. Before we go to the answer, Mike, you have been to Jock Lindsay's hangar bar as an Indiana Jones fan. Is this the place worth going to?
Probably one of my, I would say, top 5, maybe top 3 favorite places to go in all of Walt Disney World. What was that reaction?
Just wow, I didn't expect that.
So the only one of these that is not physically present is the Holy Grail from the Last Crusade. All the others are there. That was a tricky one.
Why?
I mean, you have to know that bar pretty well. It has a lot of Easter eggs.
Hence the Idol of Fertility.
The idol of fertility is there.
Because the eggs, and Easter eggs, fertility. Never mind.
Let's see the scoreboard. Scoreboard. Yeah, scoreboard. It's wonderful. It shows us. It's the board. That
Only
shows
one
us the
person got that
score.
right. Was it JJ? Is the streak over? The streak is gone, JJ.
Ooh.
No offense. With all due respect, you blew it.
Baby Yoda got it correct.
Baby Yoda got it right.
At least it didn't affect JJ's standing.
Well, JJ, we're not. All right.
Wow. And JJ, if we were using Kahoot, I would have given partial credit. One of the things I dislike the most about Kahoot, you get it right or you get it wrong. You can't get partial credit. Might as well answer all four of them then. Yeah, that drives me crazy. Anyway,
If you answered too many, it would fail you.
what does he get partial credit on?
If you answer like
Two
of three.
or three?
Yeah.
Oh, that kind of makes sense. But I'm still not going to do it. But that does kind of make sense. Nice.
You wrote an entire program because of a wrong opinion of.
Yeah, pretty much. Question
All right,
number 8.
back to the non-multi-select questions. Number 8. Quick, translate these Mara glyphs. What does this say? Please beware the eye of Mara. Danger follows the sound of steps. Tread lightly the paths of love, or drink deeply the water of life. I love this question.
I was going to say, Mike Celestino, this is literally, no joke, no exaggeration, my favorite question in the history of Disney Trivia Live.
I am proud of myself because I think I got it almost immediately.
It is extremely easy, unless your finger slips, but it is the most fun question we've ever had. I love this question.
This is fun.
I had fun coming up with the incorrect answers for this.
Please beware the eyes of Mara. The eyes of Laura Mara. Rebecca, what did you choose?
I didn't want to.
What?
I chose B poorly.
Choose wisely. Drink deeply the water of life because it has the same number of letters as everything in the picture.
You know what tipped it off for me? It's the only one that had an I in the last word in the second slot.
I am surprised so many people got this wrong. No offense.
Because as long as you know that that is the I, that just solves the entire thing.
Well, I guess it almost has the same number of letters in the first one. Very close, Mike. Those are some great wrong answers.
Yeah, they're great.
Thank you. This is the one that's near the water fountain, which is why it's telling you to drink the water of life.
Ah, clever.
JJ used the same logic you did. Nice job. Nathaniel, almost in the snake pit, not doing great, I guess. All right. After 8 questions, we have no perfect scores. Minnesota Schnebby pops up in the 3rd place with that one. Way to go, Schnebby. TJ and Indiana Smith still battling out for 1st place. Question number 9.
Time for number 9.
Do you still have any cards, Mike? Any translation cards?
I have recent ones that were handed out. I don't have the original ones. Number 9. The famous boulder scene in Raiders of the Lost Ark was inspired by the fictional adventures of what Disney character? Mickey Mouse, Donald Duck, Uncle Scrooge McDuck, or Launchpad McQuack?
So, I'm confused by you calling them fictional adventures. Because I know the answer here. I did not realize it was not a true story.
Oh, yeah. Sorry to break it to you.
This has been a very difficult day for me. I'm going to need some time. No, I did not know if this was inspired by something, especially this. That's really, really cool. Oh, JJ playing the part of Tony says it could be 2 answers.
Technically.
Yeah, I know what JJ means, but there is one specific one that really this definitely applies to. And I think JJ knows also.
Mom just goes and pulls it right out. Old school decoder card.
Nice.
That was fun back in the day. Disneyland still is a special place, don't get me wrong. But Disneyland was a special place in the 90s. Don't you think, Mike?
I started going to Disneyland in the late 90s. I think 97 was my first time there. But yeah, always really enjoyed it.
I know whether or not this is an old one or a newer one, Mike.
It has AT&T on it.
It did.
That's, I think, a sign that it's an old one.
Oh, okay.
All right. So JJ is going to do some complaining, perhaps, but the correct answer here is
Uncle Scrooge.
So what is JJ's complaint?
I think his complaint is that Donald Duck often appears and joins Uncle Scrooge on his adventures in those old Carl Barks comics. But yeah, the specific character that was the inspiration was Scrooge. Yeah.
Exactly, Schnabs. I seriously thought these were based on true stories, but no, there are no ducks that go swimming in a vault full of money.
So there's no free cubic acre vault?
No what?
A free cubic acre vault?
In Mike's backyard. All that LP money he's making. All right, after 9
No.
questions.
He's not making money off of LP. He's just taking a lot of trips. Great trips to Japan.
I know, I'll take that. I'll take
In
that
theory.
conversation. In theory.
Theoretically, he's going to be taking a trip to Japan.
Mike, so you need to follow Mike. Mike, what's your Instagram account?
It is Who's the Bosk Pod. WHOSTHEBOSSKPOD.
I feel like you're kind of new to this Instagram thing, right?
Yeah, very new.
You are a natural with it. I love your follow on Instagram. I loved following your trip when you went to Florida by yourself, Disney World by yourself. It was so much fun. So definitely.
I
give
feel
Mike
like
a follow.
There's some exciting stuff coming up, like San Diego Comic-Con. I was thinking like, oh, you can really get a lot of good Instagram stuff out of that.
For sure. So yeah, give Mike a follow. He puts a lot of stuff on there that's not necessarily on an LP, some of the more personal stuff. But when it comes to the gram, that personal stuff is a lot of fun. So check him out. TJ did not get that one right. Has fallen a little further back. JJ, you might be on Easy Street here, but don't get cocky, kid. There's still 3 questions left.
I love your follow.
You didn't get
Apparently,
that?
it's on the list.
No, Kyle, it's not on the list. There's nothing wrong with that.
Number 10. When The Simpsons spoofed the same opening scene from Raiders, what did Bart steal instead of the idol of fertility? Was it Homer's change jar, Homer's baldness medication, Homer's beer, or Homer's statue of Dom DeLuise?
This is so funny. Simpsons, you still do recaps on all the Simpsons episodes for LP, don't you?
I do. I kind of changed it a couple years ago to reviews/recaps, and then like a month ago, I found out that the showrunner of The Simpsons reads all of my reviews now.
Are you serious?
Yeah, Alex interviewed him at a TV festival, and he said that he reads all the Laughing Place recaps of The Simpsons. Yeah.
Wow, that is awesome. I'm so happy for you and for me because I founded the site.
It just makes me feel bad because I've been tough on some episodes. I'm always very honest with my reviews, as you know.
I bet you he respects you a lot more and reads, more interested in reading because you're honest. And you know what? I bet these creators realize, hey, I made some bad episodes.
I mean, 34 seasons into a show, they're not all going to be winners.
No, but Mr. Plow, that's his name. That name again is Mr. Plow. Will always make you laugh.
Nathaniel apparently just watched this Simpsons episode last night.
Oh, how funny.
Oh, really? That's great. Well, then you know the answer.
I'm going to guess it's Homer's change jar.
That
or
is
deer.
Correct.
Oh, I mean, no or. Please tell me it was Ohtani broken Jeremiah. Sorry, baseball always comes in here. Did he hit 2 tonight? While pitching? Oh my goodness. Yes, Homer's change jar is the correct answer. Do you know the season episode? I kind of want to see this now.
The episode is titled Bart's Friend Falls in Love. I know because I had to look up to get the screen cap. But it's a great one. It's in the classic period of The Simpsons. I don't remember exactly what season that is, but it's definitely on Disney Plus.
I watched The Simpsons in college. I watched it faithfully in college. I cannot believe this show is still in first run, and I'm now 52 years old. That is so mind blowing.
It started when I was Bart's age. It premiered in December of 1989. I had just turned 10 years old, and that's when The Simpsons premiered. I was 10. Bart was 10. Bart is still 10 now, and I'm 34.
You're 44?
Sorry, 43. I inverted it.
Oh, I thought you said 30, but I knew that part was wrong. But you flipped the number.
The heat of the ring lamp is getting to me.
That's funny. 43. Wow, I remember when you turned 40. It must have been like 3 years ago.
Yeah.
Scoreboard says. Oh, that's funny, JJ. Indiana Smith still in first place. Dayton, Ohio Jones vaults up into third place on that one. But Indiana Smith, TJ, Schnebby, Ian B. Question number 11. Coming right up.
Yeah, in my opinion, Homer should always have been a teenager in the 70s. I don't like that they changed that.
Oh, weird.
Number 11. Here we go. The scene where Marion tries on Belloc's white dress is directly referenced in which Marvel Cinematic Universe movie? Is it Iron Man 2, Thor: The Dark World, Captain America: The Winter Soldier, or Black Panther: Wakanda Forever?
Yeah, I didn't tell you this one.
You got to know 2 franchises to get this right.
But I am proud to say I have seen all 4 of the choices. This was back when I was still watching every MCU film. Awake, yes. There is no Thor Ragnarok on there. So, yes, all 4 awake. So that is right. Let's see. What's going on Who's the Boss these days, the podcast? I think your awesome Star Wars podcast last episode was on When Harry Met Sally.
Yeah, so we do this thing called the Mike and David Movie Club. Every 10 episodes of Who's the Boss, my friend David Murto comes on. We alternate choices between which movie we're going to watch. And the only rule for our selections is we have to be able to connect it back to Star Wars in 1 degree. So When Harry Met Sally was David's choice this time. And the reason he was able to choose that is because Carrie Fisher is a supporting role in that film. And we watched and talked all about it on this week's episode.
And Kyle and I were talking this morning. Would you agree that it has the most memorable scene in the history of romantic comedies?
Yes, and I don't think we can talk about that scene in this
No,
show.
That's all we're saying. That's all we said
Okay.
this morning. That's all we're saying now.
Well, we were talking about this on the podcast. The actress who plays the lady who has the punchline in that scene was played. The woman playing that role is director Rob Reiner's mother, and that line ended up on the AFI list of top 100 movie quotes of all time.
Wow.
And Rob Reiner has said, this is according to David. David found this little bit of trivia that Rob Reiner is really proud that his mother was one of the people who have delivered one of the 100 most famous movie lines of all time.
And her name was Edith Bunker, right?
No, that's a different mother that Rob Reiner has had in his acting career.
That was his mother-in-law. I forgot. Yes. Okay.
Right.
After 11 questions. I'm sorry. The right answer there was, wow.
Yeah, it was a recent one. It was in Black Panther: Wakanda Forever. The character of Shuri makes a direct reference to, quote, I think it's, quote, the white lady in Indiana Jones trying on the villain's dress.
This is intolerable!
That was truly intolerable, you guys. That was bad. Oh, thank you. Estelle Reiner. Yes. And Carl Reiner's wife. Oh, of course. Because Carl Reiner would be Rob Reiner's daddy. Who's your daddy? Carl Reiner. Who's your daddy? Moving on. Is everything okay? I hear a helicopter.
That's just LA, even though we're in Burbank, but close enough.
After 11. Oh, look at Gio trying to act like he's going somewhere in this game. Too late, Gio. Only one question left.
Yeah, I was like, is it like gonna talk about like this like loud sound going on in Mike's background?
That's just a LAPD. It happens every
There's
day.
a train going over his house or something.
Are you a fan of Super 8, Mike?
The J.J. Abrams movie?
Yeah, it's his birthday today.
Or the Medium, the film Medium.
The J.J. Abrams movie.
I've seen it once. I thought it was fine.
Not a fan. All right, Indiana Smith in first
You
place.
know, Dad, who was in that movie?
Who?
You know,
I don't remember.
the morning show happened.
What? I'm so confused.
Yes.
I am so slow. J.J. Abrams. Yes, it's his birthday. He seems like a great guy, and he did Lost, he did Alias, he did Star Wars, the reboot of Star Wars, basically, except for that middle episode, which some people don't like.
Right.
I feel like he
Star
is
Trek.
the preeminent creator of our generation.
Boy, I sure hope not.
Wow. Genre creator, how about that?
I just feel like JJ doesn't have a style of his own. All his stuff is just mimicking other people. I mean, I guess that was true of George Lucas too. So you just have to get a generation later. But I don't know. I feel like Steven Spielberg has his own very, very identifiable style. JJ to me just feels so bland as a filmmaker. I have a way more filmmakers of his generation that I prefer.
Hey, Mike Celestino. As he says, he likes to be honest. Kyle was in that, as I recall. Sorry. I'm so sorry. I failed. Did you know that? Do you remember seeing Kyle in Super 8?
He worked on it.
I did not know Kyle at that point.
He was an extra in it, although he's not sure he appeared on screen because he never actually saw the film. I cannot imagine being an extra on a film and never going to see if I ended up being in it. Yeah. Okay. Tony Benny with dropping some knowledge on us. Don't know what it means, but here it is.
Does he mean
All right.
J.J. Abrams thinks? I don't know. Okay.
I would think so, but an HBO mockumentary with J.J. Abrams?
Yeah, I'm trying to think which one that could be and if I've seen it or not.
I love a good mockumentary. All right, final question.
Looks like JJ has this one in the bag, but let's see. Number 12. Is that right? I thought I wrote more than that.
No, not for this one. Nope, I didn't.
Okay, who directed the Disney-produced fifth movie, Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny? Was it Steven Spielberg, Colin Trevorrow, James Mangold, or George Lucas?
Or Josh Trank. I did not intentionally cut one, so if I somehow skipped one,
they both had the same amount. I don't know what got cut there.
I may have messed up, but I don't know. At this point, it's academic. Still okay, Paul. Pick on JJ Day. JJ created the best drama in the history of television. I cannot pick on JJ. He gave us Lost. And The Force Awakens, which is just a remake of Star Wars. Okay, Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny was directed by
James Mangold.
James Mangold, who also directed
Logan, Ford v Ferrari, Walk the Line, the biopic of Johnny Cash. He's done some other stuff too.
All right, that is the last question. Let's find out, Gideon, how it fared.
All righty. So in third place we have Indiana Geo. In second place we have TJ, Loud Boulder Rumbling Sound. And in first place we have
Yeah.
Smith. Runner-ups are Dayton, Ohio Jones, and Minnesota Snap.
Good
and
job.
ninth place is Rolling Boulder.
So
Justin.
Rolling Boulder, if you are of age, and Justin, I know you are, trivia at laughingplace.com. You know what to do. Here's a final picture of Mike Celestino hard at work, going out there on the first day of the new Little Mermaid, wearing his Coca-Cola Star Wars shirt. I just love Mike Celestino. Mike, that was fantastic.
Thanks.
Thank you. I need to know what you got working on. What are you working on coming up soon that people should make sure to pay attention to?
Well, this week is the big opening of the Rogers the Musical live show at Disney California Adventure. I'll be there for that. Next week's episode of Who's the Boss will be all about Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. And let's see. That's all that, this is the big indie week. And really not much else until Comic-Con, and then August we have Ahsoka at the end of August. But those are the big things coming up.
And then once Ahsoka premieres, you'll be doing weekly shows, weekly recaps on that, right?
Yeah, that'll take over Who's the Boss for the 8 weeks that's running.
And I've been told that Rogers the Musical, you're seeing a whatever it's called on Thursday, an early show.
Yeah, there's a media preview on Thursday afternoon, so that'll be when I see it and record it for the YouTube channel, which they are allowing us to record it. So I guess it'll be up. If you want to see it before you can see it at the park, you can watch it on our YouTube channel. But I don't know. Do we recommend that? Maybe wait until you've seen it at the park, then you can relive it on the Laughing Place YouTube channel.
You know, I know it's hard to believe, Mike, but there are certain people who can't make sure they get to the park between like now and September.
That's fair. Yeah. And also if you can't, if you're a Florida person, if you don't live in California, this would be a good way to check it out.
Because we are worldwide. We have people from as far away as we saw Dayton, Ohio, watching this show today. So.
Today, I mean, overall, we've had people from down under.
Down under, that's right. That's true. Cool. Well, thanks a lot, Mike. So appreciate you writing these contests. They were a lot of fun. Indiana Jones fans, thank you for telling some of your friends, getting some of them out here.
Yeah, it's great to see 2 of my big indie fan friends winning these 2 contests. That's wonderful.
Everyone, please say thank you in the chat to Mike Celestino. Blast the chat with some thank yous.
Oh, you know what I should plug?
Sorry,
since Justin won the second quiz, Justin invited me on his podcast like 6 months ago for Steven Spielberg's, was it his 80th birthday or something, Justin? And we went through his entire filmography. We talked about every Steven Spielberg movie from beginning to end. It was a 2.5-hour discussion. So the podcast is called the Downtown Toontown Podcast. You can listen to me and Justin talking about every Steven Spielberg movie, including the 4 indie movies that he directed.
Did you include Super 8 in there? Because it's more or less a Steven Spielberg movie.
I don't remember if Super 8 came up in that discussion, but it very well may have.
Cool. And JJ's got a great episode coming up.
Yeah, his podcast, Downtown Toontown, it's all about, actually the focus is on Roger Rabbit and Mickey's Toontown at Disneyland. But I think because Steven Spielberg produced Who Framed Roger Rabbit, that was kind of Justin's excuse to have this chat about Steven Spielberg's filmography.
Well, thank you again, everyone. Give a thank you to Mike. And I don't think we have anything more to say, so we're just going to say goodbye, too. We will be back, not this Saturday. One of us, either Gideon or me, is going to be out of town this Saturday, so we will not have a show this Saturday. I can tell you, there's no secret this time, no embargo. I'm going to be at Essence Fest, back down in New Orleans, seeing Disney's one of the major sponsors down there. They've got a lot of events planned as a part of Essence Fest, so I'm going to be covering Disney at Essence Fest and see what breaks while we're there. So no show on Saturday, but we'll be back.
Nothing breaks.
We'll be back on Tuesday to do this all over again. Yeah, that's about it. Thanks, everybody. Thank you, especially Mike Celestino. We'll be back DTL Tuesday.
See you then.
Bye.
And the thing, where is it at?
Top.
Is it at the top? I know Mom's done some rearranging. Oh, it's all the way at the bottom. No, not that far at the bottom. There we go.